go through. So, yeah, damn. Never thought that I would be documenting my fucking house falling apart during this YouTube vlog, but I guess it does. Guess it all happens. It's just tough, but it ain't gonna stop me from fucking getting a pro card, though. I promise y'all that. So we'll hit the gym sometime and find some food somewhere, but best believe it ain't slowing down the progress. It's just another journey in this road to pro. Man, what a week has been, as we come into episode 3 of Road to Pro. So, Houston, whoever thought that in 2021 would be frozen, right? So, a lot of adversity in this week. No power at times, ceiling collapse in the house. But at the end of the day, adversity is just another chapter in this book. In this book, at the end of it, we're hoping that final chapter, we finish with a pro card in Pittsburgh, July 21st. So as we talk about adversity, that is the only way that you're gonna make it to succeed in this game, right? So as I look at just my career in bodybuilding, it started back in 2017 with the loss, right? I came in, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't really follow all these guys on social media like a lot of people do today. So I didn't know what the competition looked like. All I knew was that I went from, 250 pounds to 191 pounds in 21 weeks. And I had a six pack for the first time probably ever. So I was like, I'm destined to win. Well, that's where the first step of adversity came in my bodybuilding career. That day, we went to Battle of Texas with the mindset of we were gonna win our class, compete in the overall. And I got in line backstage and there was 9 of us in my class. And I counted down the line that there was 5 guys that looked better than me. And I was right. I finished 6th place out of 9th. It was devastating. I was ready to just end this whole sport. But actually what ended up being the motivation to continue to go was my mom. So that day she told me, she was like, you're not gonna quit. I didn't raise a quitter. So you can't quit till you win. Well, then more adversity struck. The next year she passed away, right as I was about to start prep. So most people were like, man, how are you gonna prep? Like your mom just passed, blah, blah. Well, like I said, I'm built for this. So I used that as motivation to continue to win. So that next show, I didn't win once again. I got 4th place, but I was excited, right? The first show, I didn't make first call outs. That's the biggest thing in bodybuilding is first call outs. Once you get in first call outs, then the jitters are a little bit go down. And then it's okay, let's see, where do I place? You're standing on that sideline waiting for your number to be called, and your number's called. And that was the first time that my number was called and I was in the first call out. So I got 4th place. I was excited, but all my friends, they were like, but you didn't win. So you can't be excited about a 4th place finish. And me being a college basketball player, man, competition is everything. So I took that and I jumped in another show 3 weeks later, even though my coach told me not to. I got 4th place again. You really can't improve that much in 3 weeks, right? Actually, we probably went backwards just because I had a terrible, post-show meals for the next 3 days and thought that in 3 weeks I could reverse that. It didn't quite happen. So then we sat down, we went back into the off season, and we came back and I did Southeastern in Beaumont. That was in 2019. And I won. I finally got that first place finish. And I thought, I was like, well, so is this the end of the bodybuilding for me? The goal was to win. I won, but I realized that show was too small to say that it was a win. And on top of that, I said, hey man, if I'm gonna do this, I might as well do it for the people, for my mom. I had a coach who passed. Do it for them, but do it at the highest level. So I said, I can't quit until I get an IFBB Pro card. So that summer, me and Kobe, who you guys saw last week, we went on a journey to Nationals. Man, once again, my head is this big. I look great. The day before the show, everyone's like, oh, you're going pro this week. You're going pro. Well, unfortunately, some things in this game are tough when it comes to peaking. Peaking right is the hardest thing. So if any of you guys know, for instance, Brandon Hendrickson, he won Mr. Olympia in 2019, came back 2020, didn't peak right, got 5th place or something. Then last year, Lucky Libra, who was on point, was supposed to win, and once again, he didn't peak right and got 6th place. So we didn't peak right that day, and So supposedly I was going to win, right? Gosh, I think I got 10th or 11th place. Nationals is big, like 20 guys in the class, but I got like 10th or 11th. I was devastated, like ready to throw in the towel. But once again, I said, nah, that's not who I am. So then I moved on. Like I selected a different coach that next season, and actually I went with a coach who I thought was a big name, Cash Goodry. He held me out to do a couple national shows that year, and this was last year, and I got my first national call out in Pittsburgh. I got 4th place. I was ecstatic, but I should have been 2nd. I came out in the 2nd spot. I got boxed in, learned a hard lesson about getting boxed in, and I got 4th place. So decided back to the drawing board and do another national show. And we came back and we did Teen Masters and Collegiate. And once again, I came out in the 2nd spot. I got bumped on the arm, pinched my back, got 3rd place, missed my pro card by 1 spot. Now that was a hard pill to swallow. I was ready to shut it down for the year, but got talked into doing one more show, and then that's when some things made some changes, and I went with my current coach, Ariel Cutts. Everybody called him Cutts, but his name's actual Ariel, Alberta. But it's Team Cutts. And that's where I'm at today, and we did Universe within 11 days, changing coaches. It was crazy. My physique came in crazy good, but unfortunately there was 2 guys better than me. So I got 3rd place again. So now here we are today. We are now officially 21 and a half weeks out from making another stance on the national stage, and hopefully this time we're walking with a pro card. So my advice to all you new competitors is 2 things. Don't get focused on Instagram and focused on what other guys look like, because I promise you 2 things. 1, half of them don't look like that, and 2, it's just gonna mess with your head. So don't get focused on Instagram. Secondly, don't quit. This is a hard sport, and there's very few guys who go and win their first show, get their pro card on their first try. Like, it's hard, but it's worth it if this is what you're built for. So it's not for everybody, because I mean, you make a lot of sacrifice in this. You don't eat a lot of stuff that you want to eat. You miss social events. You miss all kind of stuff, because I'm not a social butterfly in prep. I cannot go out and prep and sit there and drink water while everybody else is getting lit and eating everything that they want while I got a packaged meal. I'd rather sit at home and suffer alone. So it's a lot that you have to give up. It's a lot of sacrifice, but to me, at the end of the day, the successes and the challenges and everything that come with it have made me understand that I'm built different. So over this next 21 and a half weeks, you will see what I mean by being built different. Because at the end of this, we're gonna walk away with that pro card. So that's my advice. Adversity, adversity, adversity. You gotta be able to overcome adversity in this road to pro. And not everybody's road is a pro. Some people's road is just to the stage, but you're gonna have adversity in that as well. So this week has been a hell of a week, but once again, we overcame it. Like, we had a couple setbacks, couldn't get some food this week, but my coach helped me out. Now we've been in the gym, this is day 3, back in the gym. So you're gonna see today we're gonna blast these arms, and work some biceps and triceps. And we're gonna continue on this road, because I'm so excited to see what the outcome is. And I know that you are too, because otherwise you wouldn't be following me. So let's get this thing on the road. So as we do every workout, not just for the camera, this is what it is. Always dry scoop only. Go time. So this guy right here is my boy Chris Walding. So he's been competing in this game. I think this is going into season number 3 for him as well. So we did a couple national shows last year, and I just want to get another perspective on, as we talk about this adversity stuff. So like, for new competitors, Chris, what would you tell them about adversity?
So adversity is inevitable, bro. So going into something like a prep or looking to do a bodybuilding show, it all has to start here. So prep is just as much mental as it's physical. You're going to come across adversity. You're going to cross hunger. You're going to come across plateaus. The key is consistency and sticking with your plan. Advice to new people starting out in this game: trust the process. Don't get discouraged. There's a lot of times where you're going to look at yourself and say, "I'm not ready." The thing is, everything changes. A lot of things can happen in a short amount of time, so stay with it, be consistent, and stick to the plan.
All right, so you hear from a man right here who, this guy is, what are you, 6 weeks out right now?
Yeah.
And I mean, look, this dude's shredded all the time. Look at that. 6 weeks out, baby. All right, so we'll get back to work.
A little more, a little better, but I need a little tutelage to get to the next level.
Yeah, so I mean, like, as far as just like help me with like the posing and different bullshit like that, like obviously I ain't a pro at it yet, but I know enough. But I help you with that just on GP.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like diet and shit like that, like all that kind of stuff, like
Yeah.
I typically, like for online shit, I just charge like $100 a month.
Okay.
So I can help that with like your diet plans, cardio plans, shit like that.
Because I don't do that, never do no cardio because my body, it drops weight immediately. It's so hard for me to get to 200.
Yeah.
I stick around at 180
Yeah.
to 185. And I've got to like 190,
Yeah.
194 at the biggest. But at that point, I try to cut that down because I start getting.
But obviously, you know, for like show purpose, you gotta be
Gotta
fucking
cut.
diced.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get the cardio in. So you're gonna lose some size,
Yeah.
but that's why you put on enough size now, so
Right.
that you can sacrifice some going into a show.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just holler at me.
Definitely, I'll tap in with you, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, this is my boy, David Short.
What's going on, you guys? Make sure you guys give him a follow his journey, because this year he's getting the pro card.
So this is one of my teammates right here. Actually, we have the same coach. Team cuts all day. And the bigger thing is that David here actually is one of the owners here at Raw Warzone. So my new home, thanks to my teammate David
And
right
we're
here.
glad to have Angelo here too. Like, I saw him like when we were kind of towards the tail end of prep, training people out of Lifetime and everything, and I was like, all right, man, I need to have you like have a home base. So that's why I reached out to him, and you know, he's been a great addition to the team and everything. So we're super glad to have him, and have him, kind of do his prep and everything here, and watch him kind of grow as a trainer as well as a competitor as well.
So shout out to David Short. Give my man a follow. He's got a YouTube channel as well. We'll put the link on there so you can follow David Short Fitness as well.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. That's it for the workout. I ain't got much left. We got 15 minutes of cardio. We call this day a wrap. I gotta get home and fix that house. We out. All right, episode 3 complete, Road to Pro. Make sure you do me a favor this week. Not only subscribe if you haven't, and I thank you if you have, but share it. Get it out there. There's a lot of people who are wondering what it is to be like a bodybuilder, how to overcome adversity. I feel this episode a lot of people need to watch. Do me that favor. Share it. Comment, like, subscribe, all those things. Not only are you helping me, you might be helping the next great thing. All right, I'm out.